guys, welcome back to Fantasy Goldfish Fanatics. Today is episode 2 of our secret top view Ranchu breeder. In today's episode, we're going to be having a look at some fish in his outdoor pond and potentially select a few for my own personal collection in the top view Ranchu Pond outside. So without further ado, let's head to the breeder now and let's check out some amazing fish. For those of you who saw the last video we did on this top view Ranchu breeder, you will recognize the setup, the different tanks we've got. We've got the parent fish, we've got the Nisai, the fry, and we're going to be heading outside in this video to look at the top view Ranchu pond. Now this pond is around, I would say it's around the probably 5,000 litre mark, and we have, I would say, probably 2 to 250 fish in this pond. As always, they are just red and white fish, or just white, or just red. We have a selection of ages. We have some 1-year-old fish, 2-year-old, 3-year-olds, and some 4-year-olds as well. Now, there are some really nice fish in this pond. Generally, the majority of the fish go out into the pond, and only the top quality and the highest quality fish stay inside all year round. Now me and my friend are going to be selecting a few fish out of this pond. You can see we've got some water lilies, we have I believe some gunnera as well, and there's loads of top view ranchu in this pond. Now it goes down to around 55 centimeters in depth, and there is a large shelf on this side which is around that 20 centimeter mark, and you can see all of the fish come up here for feeding and also for a little bit of sunbathing as well. Now me and my friend were on the lookout for some 2- and 3-year-old fish, something slightly larger than I currently already have, and obviously something of the same if not better quality as well. Now there are a huge selection of fish to choose from, and luckily we were armed with a net and managed to net out a few, which I'm going to show you towards the end of this video to have a close look at to see if we like them. Now obviously with top view ranchu, I am not one to know exactly what a competition grade fish looks like, but I can try my best, and none of the fish that we are going to be selecting in today's videos are going to be competition grade. They are just general high grade, I would say, top view ranchu. I would say high grade and real top end fish, but there is no sort of show style fish in here, and I'm not picking out fish because they're going to win any shows. I'm simply just picking out fish that I like the look of and that I'd like to view on a daily basis. So I've got a little underwater footage as well, just to see what these guys looked like from the side view. As you can tell in the last video that I explained, they're a lot flatter on the back and they have that curvature towards the peduncle of the fish. They are far different to the body shape and the swimming pattern that you would see generally on a Thai or Chinese fish. They're a lot more compact, a lot less round in shape, and generally they aren't getting much bigger than the 5-inch range, I would say. Now we've added some granular feed to try and pull them over towards the camera. You will notice there is quite a lot of blanket weed and green hair algae in the pond, but this is a great fibrous, nutrient rich source of food for these fish to eat all year round. And I would say if you're keeping fancy goldfish, the pond environment no doubt is the best environment to keep them in. They have natural algae to eat, they have natural insects and invertebrates to forage on, plus the addition of man-made foods like this granule we are adding here. They have the natural sunlight which helps enhance colors, the plants that they have cover that they can root around in, and they can look for additional food sources as well. And I would say the pond environment is definitely the best environment to keep them in, although you do have more of a temperature fluctuation and temperature swings throughout the seasons as well in comparison to an indoor tank. I would say if you can keep your pond quite a consistent temperature, it is definitely a great environment to grow these fish in. So you can see some of the fish are coming over to eat some of the food, and this is where we were having a look from the top to see which ones we liked and which ones we potentially were looking at purchasing and bowling up. Now originally when I went to this breeder, I was only hoping to have a little look around and make a couple videos, but I told myself that I wasn't going to purchase any fish, and unfortunately, as most of you probably know, once you go to a fish shop or a fish breeder, it is very hard to resist a fish when you see it and when you like it. So I am going to be purchasing 1 or 2 fish today, and my friend, I think he is going to be taking a few as well. But we're coming to the end of the underwater footage now, and we've actually selected a few fish to go in the bowl, so let's check them out. As you can see, these fish are super vibrant in colour. We've got that real deep red or benny plate, and we also have the snow white skin. Now, there are two fish in here that really stood out to me. Although I really wanted to take some of the larger fish, I tried not to let the large fish take my mind over, and I tried to look for fish that had a little bit more quality and that may grow to be something really large and really beautiful in the future. So the fish right in the middle of the screen now with that lovely pattern to it was one that I selected, and I also had to take one of the big ones as well because I just love the huge body shape to them, and that is actually the big Ranchu that is next to that one in the middle now, which is obviously a lovely female which is full of eggs. So these were the two I took, and my friend took 4 of the other ones, and we are just going to head back now to the house. So back at the Top View Ranchu Pond at home, I'm going to be acclimating our new fish to the system. The pond temperature at the breeder's house and mine was very similar, and they were only in this bucket for around 15 minutes, so they were absolutely fine. Now we're just going to be releasing my two first. Also, my friends are temporarily staying for a couple of days in the pond before he takes them home. But this is the first one, a really, really nice female, around 4.5 inches in size, definitely the biggest Top View Ranchu I've got. And the next one I would say is probably my favourite. Although not the biggest, I love the striking pattern to this fish. I love the body shape, the curvature to the peduncle, and we're going to have a look at these guys in a little bit and have a little close-up look in around 3 to 4 days time. Just thought I would show you the fish that my friend selected as well, because why not? He's putting them in as well, so I thought let's have a close look at them. He chose 4 fish, a really nice orange Ranchu, and then 3 really large red and white fish as well. As you can see behind me, the new Ranchu are now in the pond. They've actually been in the pond for around 4 days now. So I thought let's take a look at them, see how they're getting along. As you can see up top, the lily is starting to do really well and rejuvenate those lily pads that got ripped off by those Aranda inside. But it's starting to grow lots of new pads, loads of new ones. There's a few that are still dying off that I need to remove, but on the most part, the fish are doing really well inside and the lily's doing much, much better. As you can see, the water is real crystal clear as well. So I thought let's take a close look at these guys. I thought let's bowl up the 2 new fish as well, have a little close look at them now they've settled in and just see how they're doing. Really, really happy with the pond though in general, and as you can see if I bring the camera closer, doing really, really well. You can just see the Ranchu down there, really happy and healthy. So let's bowl a few of these guys up, the 2 new ones. Let's have a close look at them and see how they're doing.
1 eternity later.
Here are the brand new fish. Hopefully you can see them just here. They are doing really, really well and I'm super happy with them. I would say these 2 are definitely the highest quality fish that I now have in the pond, and as always, you always buy more fish and buy higher quality ones, bigger ones, better ones, etc., and I'm really, really liking these ones. So let's take a close look at them, see how they're doing, just check for the qualities, having a little close look at the body shape, the pattern, the colour, etc., and just overall just giving them a good overview. So as you can see, the quality is absolutely superb. I actually love the skin quality on this one, and as you can see, this one's absolutely huge. This is my biggest Top View Ranchu, an absolute unit of a fish, but I love the quality on this one and I love the pattern as well. Superb skin, just look at the skin quality, and lovely peduncle. Obviously it's a little bit shorter on this fish than the peduncle on that fish. Really, really nice tail though as well, nice head growth as well. The wen is really, really good on this one. You can see it's got the little pom-poms at the front. Overall, really like the body shape of these guys, the swimming pattern, really sharp colours as well. So I'm just going to release those back into the pond and let them back with the rest of their Ranchu buddies. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video and you enjoyed seeing those really, really nice Top View Ranchu. My friend is super happy with the fish he selected, and I myself am super happy with those 2 new additions we've added to the pond. The pond is really starting to come together and we really have a nice diverse range of Top View Ranchu in there. I may add a few more potentially towards the end of the year or next year, but I feel like I'm nearly at the top of the stocking level that I want. Obviously I could add more fish to the pond. There is definitely space for maybe 5 or 6 more fish, but I don't want to be doing huge amounts of water change changes and putting loads and loads of food in. So I'm going to keep it around this sort of stocking level, maybe a few more. But that is it for today's video. If you do have any questions, please leave those down below in the comment section. And if you do want to have your tank featured on our Rate My Tank series or our tank tour series, then you can also leave that comment down below. But that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up and happy fish keeping.